Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. I'm having a blast. Today has been a lot of fun for me. I've been working on paintings, hence why if you see paint on my hands, I ran on Miller's Village to get the oil paint off my hands. It is what it is, right? Alrighty, today I'm going to do a haul. It's a multi-source haul. I'm going to have Haultlook, I'm going to have Ulta, I'm going to have Kat Von D. Yeah, I think those are the three on this one. First thing I'm going to talk about is Haultlook. I picked up the Lorac Unzip palette that came out with a gold palette this last year, or a year and a half ago actually. I picked up the blush. I really wanted this one, Unapologetic, because you can't see it in the camera, but it's got such a pretty, yeah, it's such a pretty color. You can kind of see the reflect. I think that would be a great blush. I was really excited to get this, and on Haultlook this was $10. They had like a ton of their stuff for $10. I was like, really? You gotta be kidding me. The next one I got is Clue the Confetti Highlighter and Blush Palette. Was really intrigued by this color right here. For 10 bucks, I thought it was a great deal for all 4 pans. I also picked up the Lorac California Girl liquid lipsticks. Now I had debated on these because they're all kind of the neutrally nudes. I have worn a couple of them and I do like them. One shade's a little too, makes me look like a freaking ghost, but the rest look pretty good. But yeah, pretty. Like a mauve-y, mid-tone pink. This is a peach and this is a darker pink. So they're not bad at all. For 10 bucks, I couldn't really complain to get 4 liquid lipsticks, right? The next thing is from Kat Von D. I got the Shade and Light Glimmer Eye Palette. I'm actually wearing it today for the first time. I stuck with the warmer colors, copper. No, sorry. I almost said the cool tones. I stuck with Rust, Quartz, Dune, and Porcelain. And Porcelain would be on the top, and then the other two. First look, I'm liking it so far, but it's just the first look, so this is what the palette looks like. I've kind of finger swatched and played with it so I can understand how it works. I will be doing a review on it later on down the road. I actually want to get her matte one and review them together. So I'm hopefully to place another Kat Von D order. I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning last night and I decided to order some makeup at 3 o'clock in the morning. Really? But I got some more of the holiday kits. I am so bad with the holiday kits. I have to be careful what I do and don't order. I've had so much makeup purchases lately. It's been a little outrageous, right? Okay, from Ulta, I'm going to start with something that I had already talked about. Sorry guys, I hit the camera. It is the Melissa Michelle palette. I love this thing. I've used it several times. I've gotten 2 solid looks. And there's a third look in there, but you really have to play with it to get it to work. But it's a great palette. If you want me to do a tutorial on it, leave a comment below and I most definitely will do that. The day I did this palette, I reviewed that palette, I was wearing it. So, the next thing I got was the Ulta Z palette. I need it for my big blush book. I want to pull the blushes out because I've knocked that thing over like twice now. Yeah, it's just too big to really use, so I'm definitely going to have to get a blush palette. I think if it was sturdier I could use it as it is, but we all know my review on that one. Alright, the last 2 items I got on that particular haul was the Ulta blush books. I did think they were bigger by the pictures, but in the end I got buy 2 get 2. These were all $20, so I paid $20. I paid 40 bucks for all 4 items, so it's $10 a piece in my opinion. I think that's a phenomenal deal, so I'm actually really happy I picked them up. This is the Mad for Mauves. This one right here has really got me intrigued. It's very intense pink, but it's got a lot of shimmer. Almost not duochrome. Almost a purple duochrome. So I'm kind of interested to play with that. And the next one is Peach Pop. There is no mirror in these. It's just black matte. Matte black. Sorry. I'm tripping on my own tongue today, right? I'm just trying to get this all done. Next thing I picked up was the Naked Smoky Palette. Now, if you've been with my channel from the very beginning, you remember when I first purchased the Naked 3. I ended up opening the box and there was a smoky in it, people. Yeah, a smoky in it. I went back to my Ulta and they had just had a sale for like $19. Now I wish I had known about that and bought it at $19 because I thought it'd be around forever. But I decided, since they're discontinuing it, to go ahead and grab one. And I got it at the sale price of $27. The 19 still would have been a better deal, but everybody here kind of knows what the Naked Smoky looks like. It's got some pretty colors. When I got the Naked 3, I was not thinking I'd ever get this, and now I'm looking at it going, well, I do smoky looks occasionally, so why not, right? So I grabbed that. I'm pretty happy. I did get the Urban Decay Naked Heat. Now everybody's kind of gotten this one and already used it. The one thing I'll say about the Naked line, I find it hard to do multiple looks out of their palettes. Usually it's just a couple or a variation on 1 or 2 looks, but I love the warm looks in here, and I figured, why not add to my collection? I'm bad about that. Now the rest of what I hauled is not makeup, but skincare. Now, I have mentioned to a few of you in text messages how old I am. I am 40 years old. I do use things to help me try to slow down the ages of signing or aging gracefully. I do use a few things. I don't use all this every night. This would be like overkill for my skin massively. But I do rotate it in and out, and I do take nights off from using any of this stuff and just use lotion. For the lotions, I use Ananu Naturals right now, or Pacifica. These are the only things that I'm using really that are drugstore with retinol in it. The first thing I'm using, it's once a week. I use this sometimes twice if I think I'm getting a deeper line. It's the Retinol Correcting Max Wrinkle Resurfacing System. And it's a 1 and 2 system. You put this on, you let it soak in for a while, then you rinse your face, and you put this on, and this is like a skin retexture, and I put this on, and it feels like silicone, honestly, but I'm rubbing it in, doing what you're supposed to. Then I rinse it off, and then I put a heavy-duty non-retinol lotion on after this. Mostly I use this once a week. The combination's not exactly cheap, but I'm definitely glad I grab it. The next thing is the Deep Wrinkle Night Cream. I haven't opened this one because I still have a partial one. Again, not every night. I use this I use the other one once a week, and I probably use this twice throughout the rest of the week at night. I find that it works really good to help me keep these crow's feet to a minimum. Whenever I think they're starting to get a little deep, I try to add it. I'll forget to use them for like a week or two, and then I'll look, I'm like, oh, I better use it. And then they tend to like fill out, and I don't have any issues. So I'm trying to keep ahead of the game here on that one. Alright, the next thing is the Deep Wrinkle Daily Moisturizer with SPF 30. I don't use this all over my face. I do use it underneath my eyes, across my cheekbones here, and along the side here, and then across the forehead, and right in between. Those are the only spots I use this, and I already have put on SPF 30 on the rest of my face before I even use this. I let that all soak in. I don't do this every day. I use this probably every other day. Well, the last item, I sometimes use this at night before I use some of the other treatments. Sometimes I use it in the morning, just kind of when I feel like it, and it's the Deep Wrinkle Serum. Now this, I have to let it set in, and I just let it set in. And it's really great for like these deeper lines I find around my mouth. It's really softened them. They're just smile lines because I smile so much, or at least I try to. Right, smart aleck helmet, right? But I definitely am liking this for softening these lines. I have used other Oil of Olay, and that works out really good. Their deep wrinkle line too, but I like the Rock ROC. I'm just gonna say ROC better. I find it kind of helps me more, and the Oil of Olay, they kept changing their formula, which was driving me nutty because the last formula changed. They added something, and my skin went freak out. I can't use prescription retin-A's. I find my skin just freaks out and doesn't stop. I tried. I even used the real low point, whatever, 0.05, and I could use it, but my skin kept drying out and breaking out, and it got pretty bad. So I was like, okay, no, but I can use over the counter and not have as much of an issue. I think partially I've been kind of lucky with my genetics with the anti-aging stuff, just being lucky on that. But Part of it, I think, is that. Plus, I used overlay anti-wrinkle cream during my 20s, all through my 20s. I kid you not. Every night I was putting that, slathering that stuff on. I was so afraid of getting older. And now it's like, oh, we're going to get older. I'll just try to do as gracefully as possible, right? Alright, well that's it for my haul. Well, at least for this current one. I might have more coming on. My middle of the night ordering was the Tarte blush book from Sephora. It's called the Bazaar book or something. And that's got like 10 blushes in it. And it looks like it's in a plastic with the gold packaging, so I'm pretty excited about that. I ordered also the Kat Von D Saint and Sinner palette. It just really grabbed my attention, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to order that. I didn't order the Shade and Light original, and I kind of wish now I'd added it on there just to, you know, so I could have it, so I could start doing the review on the other one. But there's other reviews to do in the meantime, right? Alright, well, until next time, remember, y'all, you take care. Remember, you do you. Bye.